The agents of slaughter coming back at you with another coronavirus related video. This one a little bit different because this one entangled in with a big conspiracy theory, and who doesn't like a good conspiracy theory? Well, apart from most of the time me, because usually they fucking suck. I've not even really looked into this one at all. I've given this post by a Facebook user I came across, or was, to be more accurate, was posted. No, that's not accurate either. More accurately, I was sent by a friend. So let's see what this one says. Let's see if it weighs up as a not a bad sort of conspiracy. I'm not entirely sure what I would gauge or class as a good conspiracy, but some of the shitter ones, they don't take too long to mention. I think some of the worst ones are the fake moon landing, the flat earthers. Enough on that, let's crack on. So here is some inside info you won't hear on the news. This morning at 4:30 AM, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was served a criminal indictment by the US for corporate and financial crimes. Media owners were instructed to historically brainwash everyone that the PM has the coronavirus with his wife and that they won't be leaving their house for a while. Tom Hanks was arrested 48 hours ago for paedophilia, and he is currently being kept in a hotel room in Australia, refusing to fly back to the USA. The next celebrity arrests will be Celine Dion, Madonna, Charlie Barkley, Kevin Spacey. All will claim coronavirus infections. Italy's airports have been completely shut down as over 80 of the Vatican and financial officials have been served the same criminal indictments for financial crime, paedophilia, child trafficking and sex abuse. The United Emirates have completed mass arrests of their own royal family and affiliates. Convicted Hollywood rapist Harvey Weinstein agreed to a deal in exchange for his testimony against hundreds of top Hollywood celebrities and their involvement in the drug business, paedophilia and child trafficking. Instead of 55-year sentence, he only received 23. In exchange, he provided testimonies against some of the biggest and most powerful names, including the United Kingdom's pedo Prince Andrew, former President Bill Clinton, former Vice President Joe Biden, Tom Hanks, Oprah, Ellen, Quentin Tarantino. I have an issue with that last one. Tarantino, big fanboy. I'm not liking this conspiracy theory. Charlie Sheen, Bob Saget, Kevin Spacey, Danny Zuko, John Travolta, Steven Spielberg, Podesta, and the NXIVM and Pizzagate sex trafficking clubs. Hundreds more who all were directly involved with Jeffrey Epstein also in this conspiracy. In exchange of Jeffrey Epstein's testimony, he was allowed to make a deal and have his suicide in prison faked. CEOs of some major world corporations have been indicted, arrested, and some forced to resign, all in the last 30 to 60 days, such as CEO of NBA, Harley Davidson, Gates Foundation, Intel, McDonald's, Caesar Awards, Vatican Chief of Police, Disney, etc. Approximately 700 to 800 more resignations are coming in the next 3 months. The lab-created coronavirus is a cover-up for a mass mandatory vaccination agenda, it being one of the biggest, if not the biggest, covert US intelligence operation that the world has ever seen. This mass 158,000 arrest operation will remove and capture the biggest, most evil and most corrupted politicians, celebrities and CEOs including global elites and bankers such as George Soros, UN officials, founders of Greta Inc., etc. Trump will win the 2020 elections and arrests of former US presidents will occur in early 2021. All major arrests will be covered by media as an accident or conspiracy theory. All arrested individuals will be given Rommel Death, meaning the choice between suicide or accidental death in return for assurances that his or her reputation will remain intact, or face criminal trial that would result in public disgrace. Some top religious leaders will be arrested or forced to resign. Some will get sick suddenly. The Vatican will be the first, and the Pope will be removed in 2020. Production of human extracted adrenochrome will be revealed, and Hollywood and Vatican will be directly responsible for it. Coming up, there will be a 2-month complete shutdown of the world's most common operations such as schools, stock exchange, some banks, airports, shipping, travel, events, galas, expos, sports games, sports championships, music, awards ceremonies, NBA, NHL, baseball games, ship cruises including food shortage and staged electricity power loss. Gas prices will go down, food costs will go up, insurance will go up, gold, silver stocks will fall, many corporations will either bankrupt or take a significant financial loss, such as what's about to happen to Air Canada, Disney and Coca-Cola. H5N1 bird flu will be internationally released this week out of China. Welcome to the Greater Awakening. What's about to happen this summer will change the world's history. That was posted on the 15th of March. So that was posted 4 days ago. So a lot of what is in this conspiracy theory already happened. The closure of sports, the closure of shipping, airports, schools, stuff like that. It's also convenient enough to say people such as Prime Minister Justin Trudeau of Canada and movie stars like Tom Hanks would be arrested for sex crimes or paedophilia and as such. However, a lot of these names in here undoubtedly have ties and connections to Jeffrey Epstein, and while I suppose that isn't guilty straight off the bat, there's certainly enough grotesque, horrible, vile, God knows what went on with that guy, on top of all the stuff that's pretty clear did go on. So what I'm saying is that this conspiracy is pretty radical and intense and heavy, with all the different pieces of the puzzle within it. I'm not sure I would believe the conspiracy, even if I do believe that some of the accusation in there could potentially be true. Harvey Weinstein, judging from what his lawyer said, it certainly was no deal to get 23 years. I believe she was looking at 5. And it always catches me off guard when you get scumbag lawyers like them. I mean, this is a woman defending a guy that raped dozens of women. And my first thought was, I wonder if she would be screaming for Harvey to only get 5 years if she was one of the women that got raped by him. Harvey's a fucking scumbag, as is half the names mentioned here. It's undoubtedly crazy what is going on with the coronavirus. It is undoubtedly crazy what has been going on in China, Italy, all over the planet. And it would be easy, obviously, to sling accusation at the Vatican and the Pope, the papacy, the whole Catholic Church. I have been known to be one of those shit slingers in the past. Not to say that I'm not today, just not on this video. But there is also, just a couple of weeks ago, Pius XII, the Pope, throughout the Second World War, Hitler's pet Pope. His archives are being opened, and there's just lots of bits and pieces going on around the globe right now, going on in politics, going on the grander scale with Corona, that make this conspiracy almost fit together. There's certainly a little bit of method to the madness. And again, I wouldn't be surprised to see some of this turn out to be true. But it's a hell of a way to go if it's all about mass vaccinations. It sounds like it would have been even crazier, but more likely had it been more about the mass control or stunting of growth of population control as such. But that is enough on the conspiracy. Anyone hears this? What do you think? Where do your thoughts lie? Stay safe. 500 million. 500 million. Auf Wiedersehen.